Welcome to Therapeutic Value. My name is Justin Spillis, and again this week I am joined by my wonderful girlfriend, Lisa. This is going to be another conversational episode, still getting the hang of things. You know, everything evolves, and we're evolving. So, Lisa was showing me a YouTube video earlier that it's a court case going on with a family, and some things that the family was saying kind of hit home with me. Um, the mom seems a little twacked out. Um, she was arguing that she wants a DNA test for her daughter, who is now 12 years old and living with the dad. Like, it's a little late for all that. Accusing the dad of feeding the kid drugs, but whenever the kid's with the mom, she's violent and just so much going on. So, without further ado, Lisa, take it over.
So this video bothers me a lot. So it's this whole not drug. It's this whole court case where the kid runs away, goes to the dad. The mom has the kid reported missing, and first of all, she's 12, and when I was 12, I was still playing make believe. Like I wasn't anywhere. The mom mentioned something about her kid doesn't have social media because when she did, she was trying to post half naked pictures. Like, what 12 years?
12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, first of all, that's young. And for you to be exposed to stuff like that, like at 12 years old, you're not thinking about that stuff in a healthy environment, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
it,
wouldn't know about that because I was doing drugs at 11.
and I wouldn't know about posting stuff like that. Well, I didn't have social media back then, but,
We're dinosaurs.
right. But still, I don't think my mind would have gone there because I wouldn't have been exposed to stuff like that at that time, right? So, did mom post stuff like that? Did a family member that they know show her pictures posted like that? Like, what made her want to post stuff like that she had to get rid of her social media? But also, at 12 years old, your daughter assaulted you and you called the cops on a 12-year-old girl because you couldn't get your 12-year-old under control.
Yeah. How did
How,
it get that far?
how high were you that you, because if you see this video, um, it's posted on, what was it? Rebel Chaser Reacts. It's from 3 months ago. So it's a very current case, and you watch this video, and Dad doesn't look like the greatest egg out there. Like he doesn't
He
look
doesn't
like the
have a job.
at the moment. I'm not saying he's better in that situation. He looked like a better person than she did. I'm not saying he's a gem. He definitely was.
Was his name Jim?
I have no idea what his name was. I wasn't paying attention to that part. I was too busy watching her moving around, twitching, playing with her hair, fidgeting, holding papers up to the camera. Like it was,
She was freaking out.
yeah,
Like, mom was twacked out of her mind. She clearly was on drugs during the Zoom court call.
right, absolutely. But so what bothered me is, so you sent your daughter to juvie at 12 years old.
Now she's on probation.
Now she's at 12 years old. Now she's on probation. Like, if you want better for your children at 12 years old, first of all, if I had ever lifted a hand at my parents at 12 years old, I'd probably still have bruises. And not that I got abused, but I respected my parents enough and feared them enough, right? Like, there was a healthy amount of fear that I had for my parents. Did they abuse me? No. But the thought that they could or might scared me enough to not test my boundaries as much as some other kids do. Like,
Yeah.
I see kids now test their boundaries, and I'm like, ooh, I probably would have gotten my ass whooped for
Yeah.
that.
I
Sorry.
was raised down south in the 90s. If I was talking shit to my mom in public, a stranger would have hit me. And that was okay. Like,
Right.
that's just what it was. Being Winn Dixie grocery shopping. No, mom. Ah, what the hell? Who was that?
Right. Right.
That's how it works. kids aren't being raised right these days, and clearly this couple, it must have been a toxic relationship whenever they were together, and mom was a scumbag from the start because if she's just now throwing up, I want a DNA test to see if he's really the dad. It's like, where was this 12 years ago?
Right.
Apparently, he was good enough for you at the time that you wanted him to be your baby daddy. And now that you're not getting your way, you just want him erased. That's not cool.
I have a feeling that he was probably paying child support at some point, and she just doesn't want to lose that money. Honestly, she doesn't have a job. He's granted not working, but he has a job ready for him once he's done with all of that.
Yeah.
So maybe she thinks if he has custody, she's going to lose her drug money. She was definitely not in the right mind there. I don't know. It's just
No.
for some reason that video is
She looked
sat
like
with
she was
me.
on crystal meth.
That video sat with me all day. Like it's bothered me all day long.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, that poor kid. I mean, again, he doesn't look like the best dad, but at least he looked sober. Maybe he was maybe he's an ex addict, because obviously,
Well, what the mom was saying was that the daughter was getting drugs
right,
while living with him.
from the cousin.
Yeah, but I mean, where's the cousin at? Does the cousin live there? Where's he
Mhm.
living? Because he doesn't have a job at the time.
Yeah,
And I mean, what is that whole situation?
I
It's
know. There's a lot more to the story, but
DCF.
it's just, there's a lot more to the story. My whole point there was dad came to this meeting sober, and you could tell, and mom came to this high as fuck.
Nah, it's okay.
And it really bothered me
She was
because
probably smoking like a broke stove before the Zoom call, and yeah,
she couldn't sit still. And then, did you notice that she didn't even change the name on the Zoom call? It was like, I think it was like shared iPad or public iPad 2 or something like
yeah,
that. I was like,
something. But I feel like DCF needs to do a better job whenever there's families like this. Um, so my family, going back to me, my favorite subject. Um, we all had to go take drug tests. My entire house, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brother, um, every single one of us. I was like 14 at the time. Every one of us failed the drug test. Every one of us. You know what the Department of Children and Families did?
mm, what?
They let us all go. They said, okay. Um, I don't think they knew how to handle that. I don't think they expected that. But they let us all leave, and then nothing ever happened. They left us there.
Do you wish they would have removed you from your house?
See, I wouldn't wish that because I love my parents. I love my mom. What eventually I found out was my stepdad. Um, and it was a similar situation to what this lady's doing. My parents were getting a divorce, and my mom threw up, "You want to live with your mom or your dad?" And I said, "Well, I want to live with dad because he's got a job." She said, "Well, you better go find him because that's not him." And the next 18 years of my life, I was looking for my real dad. I ended up finding him. Um, so like I was saying, this situation that they're going through really resonates with me because we were all on drugs. Grew up where we thought my dad was my dad. He ended up being not my dad. Um, DCF involved. I was on probation at one time when I was 13. I was on probation. It wasn't for anything violent, but it was like I have some skin in the game whenever it comes to stuff like this.
I just don't see how, without taking a kid out of the environment, they can change things. I mean, people can change. People can do better. After losing kids, I've seen both sides of it. I've seen people continue living the way they lived, and then I've seen people turn their entire lives around. So, like, there's so many families that suffer from some type of addiction or some
Yeah.
type of abuse that, I mean, we call it DIFUS here, but
DFACS, DIFAS, DCF. It's different in every
But
state. Down in
anyway,
Florida,
so
it's
the social workers, there's not enough of them, and the ones that do work, unfortunately, I feel like put time into the wrong things.
yeah. So just something to think about. Um, I would like to see the comments, see what you guys think about this. If you have any experience in this, if you have anything you want to hear about, if you want an update on this story, I know that the family goes back to court with all the investigations done on January 25th. Now, this is a case that's in Oregon, and their laws are a lot different than um, out here on the East Coast. But yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know. Um, Thank you for your time, y'all. And remember, like and subscribe. Okay, this whole experiment that I have going on with therapeutic value, I can't do it without you. We're all in this together.